Hey, beautiful people. It is DeShawn Hatcher, makeup artist from New York City. And I am here on Sunday at 7 to help my fabulous fellow makeup artists just be better. I say that because I always forget to announce myself because that's just what I do. I'm literally looking at my phone right now. I'm looking for something that someone had written to me last week that I wanted to discuss today. So why is the makeup industry, I say the beauty, I think I said the beauty industry. Yeah, why the beauty world is fake and why sometimes it's needed. So I'm going to let you guys just get on here and hopefully you can hear me. But right now, what I'm literally looking down is I'm looking down at my phone because I was trying to bring up what she had written to me last week, which is why I decided to do this video, this live chit and or chat. And I just wanted to bring it up. Let me see if it'll come up this time. Hey, Sylvia. Sorry. I was trying to bring up what she asked me, but it wouldn't come up all day. So I'm hoping that it'll come up now. Sorry, guys. I'm still... got it. Okay, we'll just keep it here. Hey, Sylvia. Good evening, girl. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. It's one of those days. It's one of those... What started out to be a fun Sunday, acting a fool, running around with the boyfriend, turned out to be very sad. The Ark and Covenant of Beauty. We're all right now. The Ark and Covenant of Beauty. Well, hello there. Rainbow Marley here. Well, hello. Hi. Welcome. I haven't seen your name pop up. That I would remember that. Okay. I would remember that. So, guys, I'm going to let a few more people come in here before I start my sermon because tonight is Grammy night here in the U.S. I don't know what time Grammy starts in the other parts of the world and so on and so forth. I didn't want to interfere with Grammy. I'm already interfering with the red carpet, I know. I didn't want to interfere with any more of the Grammys. So there you go. Solange. Hello, Solange. So, like I said, there was this really good question that came across the comment section of the last video I had done, and I was like, "Oh man, that's really good. That's a really good." She asked me a really good question, and I said to myself, "Oh, why don't we use that as a starting point? Why don't we use it as a starting point to the discussion tonight?" Because I thought it was really interesting what she had said. Hi, Alicia. Hey, Lara. So, look at me. I'm looking at myself on the screen, okay? The crazy black girl's looking at herself. Why this video started was not supposed to happen. I'm looking for the actual question. I was going to try to post it earlier this week, but I don't know what was happening. I just couldn't get it to post. So this question was from, and please forgive me, my darling, because I'm going to screw up your name. Ooh, none. I'm going to assume that the H is pronounced Nahanahala. I'm going to assume these are all pronounced Malenga. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. And she had asked me a question. Hey, Nichelle. Hey, I'm new. Love your videos. And I have subscribed. Thank you, Nichelle. I appreciate that. Yeah, girl, we are talking about the fakery in the beauty industry, but why it is so necessary. And so this young lady had asked me a question. She says, "Hi, DeShawn. I appreciate what you're doing here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for watching. I would like to understand why pro makeup artists mostly use already gorgeous models to promote products. I do have a sales and marketing background. I do get that it's for the sale or for the sell, but are we doing any justice to the art? Are we not doing a disservice? Is it not everyone that has perfect skin, perfect eye space, plum lips, slim pointy noses? I hope I'm trying to read this. I hope and all I hope and wish all shapes, sizes, skin tones could be represented. Thank you. So I hope that I hope that what I just said made sense. Basically, she's basically saying, why y'all always using like these types of models? Why are they always like the perfect skin, the perfect hair, the perfect this, the perfect that? Why is it that we do that? And isn't it doing a disservice to the community, basically, to the makeup artist community, to the beauty community at large? And so that is why I thought it was a really good question to ask. I get asked that question quite a bit, actually. Why do you always use girls with such great skin? Da da da, that kind of thing. And so I just thought it was like kind of like I don't know. I just thought it would be something that we could talk about here and get it to maybe for some people to understand why we do what we do, but also just because we do what we do professionally doesn't mean you should be doing that when you're starting to learn how to become a makeup artist. And so that is kind of what I want to talk about. I wanted to say hello to Water Rituals. I pray you're a makeup artist because so many things just flashed through my mind. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. We don't have much time tonight because, like I said, I know it's the Grammys. I know I'm talking during the red carpet. Forgive me, forgive me. I wanted to give a massive shout out to Kobe Bryant, and God rest his soul and his daughter. That's just heartbreaking to me to have known it was also his daughter that just killed me. And there are some things about Vanessa Eveline, makeup artist extraordinaire, who passed away as well this week. I'm going to put it up on the community board. Please check it out. They're having a memorial service for her here in, not here. They're having a memorial service for her in London, and they will also have one, I believe, here in New York. But I will post that. There is a GoFundMe for this. She did not die a multimillionaire. She died like many artists do, needing a little help. A little help. So I just wanted to kind of get that out of the way. And before you ask me what is on my lips, this is something that I purchased. I purchased specifically for you guys because you guys kept asking me, "What are you wearing?" And a lot of stuff that I wear is like very old and you can't get it anymore. So I went to the druggie store and I got this. Is a Maybelline color, but you see how different it is? I thought I was getting this color. See, I'm not really a fan because I wanted this color. See that color? But this color is number 45, Escapist. Number 45, Escapist. I don't know why you could have just called it Escape or I don't know, but okay. But that's what this is. And it's one of these paints that I'm not fond of. It's like one of these things. You see, but the color is wrong. So there, I gave you one. I gave you one that you can get now. Super Stay Matte Ink. Okay. So don't say I don't run out and buy stuff for you guys. Run out and bought that. Okay. So here's the question. Why isn't, let's get to why we do what we do. Why do professional makeup artists seem to always go for the girls with the perfect skin, the perfect this, perfect that? Well, why is a normal explanation is easier. It's just easier when you have somebody with perfect skin to work on them. It's easier. It's easier to do it when you have, like, when you think of hair ads, most of the time those girls have amazing hair. They will hire the models specifically for those who have amazing hair. They will hire the models when we're working on skin. You hire the models who have the best skin, right? Now, in beauty, when you're shooting beauty, when you're shooting editorial, you can kind of get away with not having somebody with perfect anything because of the fact that it is going to be photoshopped later. So any pimple or large pores will be taken out, right? But when you're talking video advertisements, you cannot have somebody with really bad skin doing video because it's going to show up, or the post-production video I don't know if you guys know this, but you literally can spot treat sections on people's faces that have a lot of acne or something wrong. You can literally do that in video form. But the problem with it is that's very expensive to do. And so they tend to hire the models that have perfect skin for that reason. So that is why we do that. We do that to save time and money. Money is time and money in this industry. What it costs just to do one little thing is it could be crazy. So they, of course, will look for the girls who have the most perfect skin in the entire world. That's just what you do. But to me, when you first start, you should be looking for the most jacked up skin you can find. That's what I did. You need to look for people whose skin is just horrible. And you're going to go, but why, DeShawn? You get to work on perfect people. Okay, it's true. But at the same time, once you can take somebody who has large pores, pimples, acne, discoloration, once you can do that, then you can work anywhere. You can do anything. See, it's easy. Trust and believe. It is very easy to work on somebody who is perfect. Just straight up. You don't need much. That's why YouTube irritates me so much, because people will say, "Oh, look at my skin, it's a mess." But when I look at them, I'm like, "Your skin is really pretty flawless. It's very tight." You know, the skin texture of somebody on YouTube is normally really tight. They have gorgeous skin itself. They may have a little discoloration, but but the skin itself is gorgeous. And then they sit up here and say, "Look how great I'm at makeup." Well, yeah, you could be great at makeup too if your skin was that tight. If your skin could just, we all could be great in makeup when you have skin texture like that. Now, make it so when a person has jacked up skin, then I'll see you, then I will pay attention to you. And so that's why I say when you can work on anybody, that's when you will work forever. When you can only work on these fashion models, you will not work forever. You cannot work forever. It's impossible. You can't, because you're not trained enough in skin. You're not trained enough in it. You're not trained to know how to make things lay down. Like women who have hair, women who have bumps, women who have all these things. Perfection is not always the greatest thing, especially to learn off of. If you're in the middle of, like, if you just started like first couple of years in this, I beg of you to go and find the most jacked up person and then put makeup on their face. Put the least amount of makeup on their first face to see how well you can do it. See, train yourself to be able to fix a person more so than get somebody that's already flawless and then say, "Oh, look how great I am. I put makeup on her." It's like, man, that's not great. That's nothing. Can you put makeup on a girl who has vitiligo? Can you put makeup on a girl who I had a young lady who had lupus. She had lupus and she had these dry patches all over her skin. Can you do that? Can you put makeup on those people? Can you do that? That's what you need to know how to do as a professional makeup artist, especially when you do it. Like, I love beauty. So when I am an editorial person, which means I'm in a magazine. I was a magazine, uh, makeup artist. I did tons, and I did a well over 100 and some odd magazines. I got, like, I don't know, 10 or 12 covers underneath my belt, and you know what I'm saying. So I've had that, but really what I concentrated on was beauty. This is what I concentrated on, and I had to make sure it was good for everybody, not just for the model with the perfect skin. I had to make sure it was good for everyone. When I work on all different types of people, on all different types of worlds, the supposed average woman, you have to learn how to do all of that if you want a long career. You can't just rely on a girl to walk in with really good skin. Let me see. Nichelle, I was looking for the community board. I don't think I was on the right thing. I'm in my first year of makeup artistry. I'm going to school. I got into a car accident. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. Okay. The community board, honey, it's underneath my name. It's like literally right underneath it. It's got, like, it says video, blah, 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 blah. Then it says community. Look, click on that. You'll see it. Let me see. You still say, hi, Raphael. Hello there. Nichelle, I took your advice about the skin, so I do friends and church members. Yes, this is what you do. Hey, Rochelle, good evening. I love finding a way to properly color correct and, yes, and match the foundation. Me too. I get a kick out of, I get more, I have more fun, I guess is the right way to say it, when I have people who are so not perfect, who have differences. I had one young lady, This is so long ago. And I had one young lady where one eye was kind of like that big, and then one eye was like that big. And it was like, I always say her face was crooked. It was just crooked. And I had the opportunity to not only make her eyes damn near the same size, illusion like, right? But I also was able to kind of get her face to go like that, right? This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. How do you do that? Nobody taught me how to do that. I had to sit there and study her face and say, how the hell am I going to get her face to even out? These are the things, these are the tricks of the trade that you're going to have to figure out for yourself, and you're going to have to learn how to do, because you're not always going to wind up with a fashion model. It will not always happen for you. And by the way, all those fashion models don't look that good, by the way. Let's be real. All of them don't have perfect skin. They don't. There's a lot. Remember, you have to remember that a lot of these girls that show up are children. I keep saying that. They are children. They are 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old children. Okay? So you're dealing with puberty, and a lot of them have really bad skin. What you don't see is the retouching that's taking place to get that photo to be the way it is. You understand? So I'm always into, especially for newbies, I'm always trying to tell y'all, please go. This is why I keep saying, go grab somebody and start doing makeup. Don't wait for the model to come. You need to start honing your craft right now. And right now means every single person on the block, I don't care what they look like, start working on them. Start fixing their faces. Start, if you see something uneven, make it even. If you see they have a double chin, make that other chin disappear. If you feel their nose needs to be straight, do that. You have to start honing your craft now. This is the time to do it now. So when the career comes, when your career really kicks in, and you want to be in fashion, or fashion, as I like to say, you want to be in fashion, then when you get to this side, you will say, I got that. I could do that. That model walked in busted. I can do that. Because not all models are perfect. You've got to be armed with being ready for anything. Hey, Samoa. Hey, Ania. So hello, you are right about doing all types of skin. Natalie, thank you, Natalie. When I watch professionals demonstrate, it's always on perfect skin. Exactly. When I do weddings, I don't get perfect skin. Sometimes I have to pray. Oh, yes. Sometimes you're like, oh, Lord, oh, Lord, 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 Lord. But the point is that, like, when you start working on everybody, then the praying it goes away, because you say to yourself, oh, okay, I know what to do. I got it. I got all the stuff here. I know what to do. That's when the praying goes away. When you get more comfortable with what's coming through the door. I normally don't panic when somebody comes in. Many years ago I did, but I don't panic anymore. I'm like, whatever comes in, I got you. That's how confident I want you all to be. Whatever walks in that door, I got you. And I've had many different things walk through the door, and I said, okay, I got you. That girl with lupus that I had done was very early in my career, but since I had worked on so many different people, up to that point, when she walked in, she said to me, "Oh, nothing sticks," because she had these like dry patches like around her skin, around her face, and she just felt so bad, because she was like, nobody can get makeup, to stay, foundation doesn't stay, and I was like, girl, I'm gonna get it to stay. Now, whatever method I got to do today to get it to stay is I'm gonna get it to stay, and I did. And she was so elated. She was like, oh my God. So experiment, play around. If you're a working makeup artist and you're lucky to make a living off of this, but you're still uncertain, you still got to woosah and pray when somebody walks through the door, then that means that you still have to practice, 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 practice. I still practice, 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 practice. Go out there and grab people and practice on them. You know what? The best way to do it, really, honestly, is like to get the volunteers is like on Friday night. Like, have something on a Friday or a Saturday night and say, listen, if you come over on a Friday, let me have your face. I'll have you done, for your night out with the girls or the guys or whatever. That's what you do, because that's what I used to do. I used to have these parties in my house, and I have my girlfriends come over. And because remember, I came from corporate America, so I had tons, tons of girlfriends to come over the house. And they came over the house on Friday, and they came over the house on Saturday, and they would just sit there, and it would be a marathon of girls getting their faces done. until we were all done. And sometimes we all go out together and sometimes not. But it was a chance for me to practice. And that's how I honed my skills, practicing on everyday people, not models, everyday people. You have to do that. Rachel, what's the most important thing to know when doing makeup for mature skin? Um, the lines. I mean, out of everything, the lines and a lot of mature. When you say mature, I don't know what that means exactly, because people will say a 30-year-old has mature skin. I'm like, yeah, no, they don't really. So somebody like 40s, no, 50s, 60s, and beyond, to me, that's mature skin. Um, the lines, you have to be careful of lines, because the makeup can settle in lines. And so I want you to make sure that always just keep looking and let the makeup. For me personally, I like the makeup to settle. So what do I mean by that? I like the makeup to fall into the lines while I'm working. And when they fall into whatever the lines they have, then I just kind of go, and you just kind of go and just kind of like take your finger and just clean it out, and the makeup will travel back in there. Eventually that will stop. That's when you powder. You don't powder first. Try not to powder first. There's no baking. Don't bake an older person's skin. That's ridiculous. You cannot bake an older woman's skin, especially when she has wrinkles, because what you're doing is baking that makeup into her wrinkles. That's not what you want, because it might look fine for her, like when she's sitting in front of you at that moment. That's going to look fine in that moment. But when she's going to her wedding or whatever, you've got to be careful, because eventually it's going to settle into her wrinkles and it's going to cake up. You might not be there to see it, but it will happen. So you have to be careful with all that. Everything you do to a 15-year-old and a 25-year-old girl, with all that Kim Kardashian stuff that people are doing, cannot do that to an older lady. Less makeup on an older lady is better than more. Inside out, inside out. Some more. Once while traveling to work one morning, I noticed a lady with huge bumps on her nose, a dark-skinned lady. I was like, damn, I wish I could have worked on her, but I did not know how to approach her. I'm a New Yorker, and a lot of times I will travel on the train. And unfortunately, I have a very bad habit of staring. I'll be staring. I'm staring like a crazy person. And a lot of times I'm staring because the person has like this gorgeous like bone structure or something. So I'll be staring. I'm not one to approach strangers, but every now and then I have. But normally when I do, this is how I normally would do it. I would normally have my card, my professional card in hand with my professional website. Okay, that's printed on the card. And I would say, and I have done this in the past. Hi, I've been looking at you. I'm a professional makeup artist. If ever, I would love to just work on you. I'm not asking you to pay me, but I would love to just, practice or work on you. I know it sounds crazy, but here's my card. If it sounds fun to you, please give me a call. It's kind of what I would do. You know what I mean? Like if you see somebody you want to work on, don't let them go. That's what a business card is for. A business card is there. And that's why your website is so important. That's why your website is so important. It's talking for you while you're not there, not just stupid Instagram, your website. Because that way your website will have what? It will have a bio, correct? It will have your resume, correct? It will have more images that are all yours, correct? It is something that's speaking just for you, correct? You get what I'm saying? Instagram is Instagram pictures and inspiration pictures and all this crap, and you can't really say anything unless somebody clicks the picture and wants to read what you have to say. And most people, as we all know on Instagram, don't click. They give you a heart, but they don't open up. They don't open up and read, right? Which is what most makeup artists are banking on. They're banking on the fact that, oh, people don't read, so I can put up what I want. That's why they do what they do. I'm trying to get y'all not to do that. I'm trying so hard. So Rachel, I saw you. Yeah, mature senior skin is senior citizens. Yes, darling. Do not go ham on their face. Do not go crazy. There's a lot of, and also, by the way, I'm a cream person. I don't like liquid. So I would work on everybody. I'm a cream person. So I would probably put all my creams and put it on their face and do their makeup in that fashion. But again, cream is going to move. Cream is going to go into the lines. All you have to do is take a brush and just gently whisk that cream out. And then when you're done, set the makeup. But all of that heavy makeup that you guys see, that these people, these ta-da videos that you see, there's this girl in Russia or something, and she does this beautiful after shots. Well, the reason why everything looks so beautiful is you have to start understanding lighting. She lights them up like crazy. They are lit. They're blown out. That is why you can't see everything anymore. If you were to pull the lighting away and they walk down the street, they would look like older ladies with too much makeup on their face. But because of the way she blows out everything, that is why that makeup looks so beautiful. You got to start paying attention to how people light things. You have to start looking deeply, deeply at things and seeing if you can even see a wrinkle. Because if you can't see a wrinkle on somebody, then something's wrong, something's off. They either photoshopped it or the lighting is blowing them out. We have to understand that. Like when I see things like that, I look through the makeup. I look at the surroundings to see what fakery they are pulling off today. That's what I look for. I look for the fakery of everything. And believe you me, photoshopping and lighting is key to all these fake videos that you see. Let's see. Inside Out. Funny. I just made that a new goal for myself earlier today to practice more and get together with volunteers. Yes, everybody should be practicing. I should quite frankly be practicing more. I practice, but I don't practice enough. I feel like I should practice more. Yes, that is so true. And so prayer works. Yes, it does. Great advice as always. Practice. Practice. Thank you, Rainbow. Thank you, Rainbow. What is it? Marie, yes. So Rachel says, Rachel Lisa. I'm saying Rachel because it just reminds me of a island girl I used to know, and she used to say, "My name is Rachel DeShawn." So that's why I say it like that. As you can tell, I have a lot of things in my head. Okay. So Rachel says, a friend asked me to do her mother's makeup, but she wants powder foundation and not liquid. Okay, so Rachel, so here's the question I have for you. Is it that this friend of yours is asking you to do her mother's makeup for free? Or is it that this mother is going to pay you? Is this mother, so in other words, are you practicing off of this woman, or is this for like an event and so on and so forth? Because to me, and I could be a little pushy about it, but when you come to me for me to practice, then I'm going to dictate what's happening. So that's basically what I would do is like, if I'm practicing, then I have, yes, you can practice with powder if you want to, but you need to practice with what your kit is about. You guys know how nutsy cuckoo I am about, you better know your kit, right? I'm obsessed with you guys knowing what's in your kit and how it all works. And so I'm not upset about powder. If she wants powder, maybe another day you can do powder, or maybe you can do your look first with your creams or your whatever, and then you could say, okay, now next I'll do another look for you in powder. You get what I'm saying? But you have to, in other words, when you're practicing on somebody, yes, it's important, especially if they're going to go out, right? So yes, it's very important to get the feedback and the feel and what they want. That's very important. But when you're practicing to get the skill level that you need in, so you have to be as forceful, not like, listen, bitch, but you have to be forceful with these people and say, listen, I have to practice with what I have right here. And I promise you, when I'm done, if you don't like it, then we'll wipe it off and do something else. You get what I'm saying? So don't let people dictate to you what they want. It's not about dictation to you. It is about you practicing. So I want to make that clear. Don't let people come in, oh, child, I don't do this. It's up to you. You are in charge, not these people. Okay, you can fix whatever it is later, but right now you're in charge. So don't let people dictate to you, because that's nah. So let me see, Solange. And Solange, I don't know. Sometimes I feel very French when I say your name. Uh, matte products make mature skin look heavy. Yes. A lot of people are under the impression that matte makeup is what old people need, and that is completely not true. Maybe we need powder, but we don't need to be matte. No, matte is not the way to go. That all, like I said, all that baking and stuff is just not that way to go. Not at all. Giorgio Armani is great on mature skin, medium, yeah, medium coverage and luminous finish. Working towards my website for sure. You get that going there, Arc. You get that going there, girl. So here's the deal, though. Giorgio Armani, Face Atelier, has a very similar finish like Giorgio Armani. So if you have Face Atelier, please use that as well. I happen to like Face Atelier, and I happen to love the company, and I happen to love the people who run the company. So I'm pushing. I'm a pushy pusher. Let's see what else to say. Inside out. That's a good way to put it, DeShawn. Sometimes I want to approach people to work on their face, but don't know how to put it to them. I am pretty sure inside out that you are a lovely person. I'm pretty sure if you walked up to anybody with your card and very professional, not saying that they would even bother. I'm not even saying that they would, but at least you tried. You know what I'm saying? At least you tried. All you can do is try. I've given my card out to a few people who never even called me, and that was okay. But I tried. All we can do is try. We cannot, what are we going to do? Kidnap them? Kidnap them and bring them to your basement? No, we try. And if they're willing to come, fine, even if you can find if you have a photographer that you guys know of, that you're friendly with, ask him or her, can I use your studio on every Wednesday at 7 o'clock, just to do makeup? I'm not asking you to shoot anything. I just need a space. So maybe you can offer, find out if you can find spaces that are not your home, clearly not their home, somewhere neutral. You can say, hey, why don't you come over here and I'll do you. Listen, one time, honest to God, where was I? I can't remember, but I remember one time the girl said to me, I did, y'all gonna be like, what? The girl said to me, yeah, meet me at a Starbucks. And I said, oh, okay. So I thought, meet me at a Starbucks and we'll go somewhere else. She was like, no, you can do my makeup here. And I was like, in the Starbucks? And sure enough, I did. I put my stuff out and did a makeup in the Starbucks. Listen, there's no shame to the game. You got to do what you got to do. And if you have somebody who's volunteering their face, Starbucks had good light, by the way. So I didn't really have an issue with doing it at Starbucks. But yeah, one day I did in Starbucks. I don't care. It's no shame to the game. You got to get it out. Got to get it out. Nichelle, how do I feel about airbrush makeup? I personally don't airbrush. So that should tell you. That should tell you kind of how I feel about it. It's not my thing. It's just not my thing. I like an airbrush. Like, I guess if I were doing more artsy fartsy work, then I would probably like an airbrush because, excuse me, there are certain things that I can do, with an airbrush. But everything artsy fartsy I've ever done, I've been able to do by hand. I haven't had to. I've never needed an airbrush machine to do anything, and including getting flawless finishes, artsy fartsy looks, anything. I've always been able to do that behind my hand, so I don't feel the need for it. And I don't like the finish of an airbrush machine. Also, and though I can airbrush, I have taken lessons in airbrushing. The thing that I don't like the most about it is for oily skinned people like myself. I used to allow people to airbrush me when I took the classes, because how those airbrush classes work. Like, we work off each other. So, so the girl has to airbrush my face, and I'm oily. And literally that stuff will kind of, like, the airbrush, no matter what it was, airbrush kind of rose up off my face. You could feel it. And as I got oilier throughout the day, it just started to rise up. And if I did this, it was a mess. So I'm just not into, that's just me. If you are and you love it, you go right ahead. You just knock it out of the park. But for me, I'm not an airbrushing person. So Rachel tells me, so you're telling me that woman wants you to do her makeup for free. Okay, then you do your look first, and then you can do her powder look second. You get what I'm saying? That's all. The arc. I'm gonna call you the arc. How do you like opal cream foundation sticks? Do you mean black opal? Because I don't know opal, so I'm not sure if you mean black opal opal. Oh, thank you, Solange. Sandra. Mm-hmm. At Starbucks. Uh-huh. Yep. No shame in my game. I'm ready. Honey, I have my kid. Listen, the hardest thing about, especially New York, I don't know how it is in other spots, but in New York, the hardest thing about doing it in Starbucks is commandeering the table. No, you can't sit here. That's the hardest thing. Everything else is fine. Oh my God. Oh, help me. It's the table getting that gets me. Oh my God. Oh yeah, you could do makeup at the library if they don't mind. I don't know how they are in New York, but I don't see why they would even care as long as you're quiet. I don't see why they would care about that. But why? Listen, try it. But seriously, you can also go around to photography studios. Listen, you have to do whatever you have to do to get the practice in. You have to do it in any way, shape you can. So go around to some photography studios in your neighborhood. See if they'll let you. So you'll never know until you ask. You just have to ask people. A lot of times you guys are afraid to ask. And a lot of times you guys are afraid of a no. Don't be afraid of a no. Why are you afraid of a no? No means not now. And I will write you down on my list of not now. And I will move on and try to find something else. But think of places where people sit that you can go. There's a million and two places you guys can go. I'm pretty sure of that. I'm reading. Hey Maria, I didn't see you there, sweetie. Wait a minute, I'm missing something. Something just flew by me. Hey Camille. Didn't see you either, honey. I know I just read your statement. Starting. Okay. Yes, black opal. Oh yeah, I love black opal. I mean, for so long, the arc, for so long, we didn't have anything. Especially as consumers, you didn't have anything, especially something with the longevity of a black opal. That's one of the longest things that we have, I think, is black opal. Yeah, of course I love black opal. For a long time, oily skin people just had to suffer because that's basically what was happening with us. Like black opal used to be really greasy on my face because I'm already oily. And so, but it didn't matter because it was the only color I had. But now they've changed the formula and it's beautiful. I can wear it. It's beautiful. So yeah, I'm a big black opal girl. We'll definitely be looking for, yes, look for studio space, photography studios. I don't know, some bigger towns, some small towns, maybe dance studios. I'm trying to think of maybe the library in the corner. Hello. There's a lot of places you guys can go. Even if you find like a coffee shop, but the coffee shop has like a back section, you might want to ask somebody, hey, is it okay if I sit back there and buy a coffee? You know how they do. Most of the times people don't care as long as you buy something. Buy a coffee, sit back there and do your thing. You have to start thinking of ways that you guys can get your joint out there and just start practicing. I personally don't want people that you don't know coming to your house. Let's be straight up. I'm not into you guys asking strangers to come to your house. That's not what I'm saying. Please, Jesus Lord, not that's not what I'm saying. That's why I keep saying find a neutral spot that you and I don't want you going to theirs. You have to find a neutral spot to do this. You understand? Please do that. Please find a neutral spot. Rachel, I am wearing this lip. Now, I already discussed it at the top of the show, but it's this lip. See this? That's not the color I thought I was buying. This is why I don't like some products. This is the Maybelline, hold up, Superstay Matte Ink, number 45, and the name of it is Escapist. And it is matte. I don't think it's coming off. Yeah, it is matte, but again, that's not the color I thought I was going to get. So, I mean, it's nice. It's on there, and it feels. I'm not really a big fan of these liquid lippy things, but it's there. What can a girl do? I have like 6 more deep colors that I purchased to show you guys. So I'm just gonna like you're gonna see me wearing a lot of deep colors because I said I was trying to find a replacement for that mirror color that you guys like so much on me. Unfortunately, I have found I've brought 6 colors. They all look like the mirror color. You know, when you're in there, child, I put them on. I was like, what the fuck? So, yeah, that's just something that happens to the girl. Let me see. What else are we doing? Okay, wait a minute. Let me see. Wait. Oh, sorry, the arc. I didn't see this. I wanted to get more into fashion shows. What's your advice on preparing for Fashion Week? Hey, there's already a live on here somewhere that's an hour and a half long. You should check out. It's all about, I thought it was about Fashion Week. I thought it was. Please check that out because it's already on here. Michelle, thank you. I'm trying to find a nice kit to travel with when I see your video on that too. Yeah. I mean, your kit shouldn't be big in the first place. I know that you guys might have some kit envy going on, and you see these kits and people are spread out all over the place. But child, you're gonna wind up using like 4 eyeshadow colors, maybe 2 lip colors, a lip pencil, maybe a little foundation. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, honestly, if you guys just look, you start doing makeup, seriously, I want you to start taking inventory of what you are using. And you're gonna see that you keep just going back to the same stuff over and over again. That's what you do. So we all do. We go back to the same stuff all over again. So why are you carrying around 300 eyeshadow colors if you're just reaching for the same stuff over and over again? Get it? That's just me. That's just me. Some more in Trinidad and Tobago. If I do makeup at Starbucks or the library, people are gonna want free tips. Well, then just see? Now listen some more. Listen. Let me get comfortable because now I'm about to get all in your stuff. Hold up. Okay, listen. What you just said was true. They're going to come up to you and start asking you questions. So do you think you should pass a card out? Can I have a ding? Ding! Do you think you should pass your card out? Don't you think that when you sit there professionally with your professional stuff out, doing your makeup at Starbucks or something, just to say, hey, today I just decided I was practicing. I have the day off and I decided to come down to Starbucks and just do makeup. And you're not charging anybody, and pass out your card. Did you ever think of that? So it's time for you guys to think outside of the box. The skin guy is here, Mr. Rashad. Hi, honey. The skin guy. Okay, so the skin guy, I don't have it here, but the skin guy is this new moisturizer that I have been using on myself for now since I say October, and I love it. And I've already shown you guys how much I love this stuff. Like I love it. Like I know you can't tell, but like here, Let's see if I can turn. So like right here, I used to have this. I mean, I still do. It's not like it's not there, but I used to have this. I forgot what they call it, H lines or something. Whatever this is right here, right? And it used to be so deep. Like, it used to be like a freaking crevice. It used to be like you could put a quarter in it. That's how deep it was. Ever since I started using Rashad's moisturizer, and he has, sweetie, I forgot what the other that serum he has. Ever since I started using that, I swear to God, this thing is not as deep. It's just not as deep. It just kind of like it's there, but it's not as deep. It's not a deep crevice. Listen, I am addicted to his moisturizer. I think everybody should get it. I'm going to put it in my kit. It's going around. It's beautiful and it feels so good. Even my neck looks better. Oh, listen, I'm old. I need every bit of help I can get. So thank you, sweetheart, for that. Oh my God. Maria Jones says some more. When they ask for tips, those are good time to sell your services. Then you see, Maria gets me. Maria, we're here. We're here. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm talking about. We are here. You have to think of that. If you're attracting people to you and they're going to be like, oh, what's happening? What's going on? Then you would say, oh, well, here's my card. Because the thing about doing makeup in like a Starbucks or doing your makeup in a public place, sometimes they may not want you to build a business there. You know what I mean? But if you say, hey, no, just for today, I just want to sit down here. I don't have a place. I'm not charging anything. This is just me, whatever. If they ever ask you in New York, I don't think they really care here. But maybe in some other places, they may say, well, this is not a place for business. And you could say, well, no, I'm not charging anybody. I'm not going to disturb your clients or your customers. I'm just sitting here and I'm waiting for my person to come. And we're just, just need a place to sit, and I'm going to go buy something from you. And you get what I'm saying? Do it that way, but you will have your cards ready. You see what I'm saying? You have to think outside the box. You have your cards ready. Let me see. Oh, no, see, I didn't know this. See? Now, oh, wait, I see somebody new. I cannot pronounce it. I'm going to say it wrong. Please don't kill me. Shantae? Shantae C? I think that's how you say it. Hi, Shantae C. I love makeup so much and have worked so hard to perfect my craft. How do you feel about artists getting aesthetic training? I think that's amazing. I want to get aesthetic training. I don't know, like as I get older, like I'm just obsessed with skin now. Like I'm really obsessed with it. I want to, ooh, yeah, I think it's really cool. I mean, it doesn't take that long to get a license in it. Or even if, let's say, even if you're not even into license and you just want to learn skin and take a class, take a course. I think you should. I think we all should. I think we should be able to offer our clients something extra. Do you know what I mean? That's why Alicia Keys is so crazy. Her makeup artist, his name is Dottie, Dotti. Her name is Dottie. She's British. And Dottie is also an esthetician. Okay. And so she's a makeup artist that specializes in skincare first, makeup second. Okay. And Alicia, you know how, I mean, if you guys don't remember, Alicia had skin. She trying to be nice about it. Her skin was terrible. She clearly has cystic acne. She just, oh, the poor thing. Her skin, oh, the poor thing. So she found Dottie, who literally just came in there with her lotions and her potions and her ice and all this stuff, and she just fixed her skin for her. But also, if you notice, and then Alicia Keys ran around lying to everybody, talking about she ain't got no makeup on when we all know she did. But that she fixed her skin enough where it was clear and clean and beautiful that she could go makeup free. But we know that Biatch is lying. She's got makeup on her face some of the time. Irritates me. She irritates me. So I'm sorry, I digressed off of Shantae's thing there. So anyway, the skin guy, Mr. Rashad, he had a very good point. Listen to this: the libraries have small conference small conference rooms that you can rent for an hour or two. I didn't know that. Oh, you just need a library card. Did you know that, people? I did not know that. That makes me. I'm going to go over to mine and see if they have one over here. That's kind of dope. That's really kind of dope. And don't forget, there's a lot of times you guys live in communities that have like I don't know what you guys call. In New York, we call them community rooms. I don't know what you guys would call it. I don't know what you guys call it on other parts of the world, but it's a place where it's a room downstairs. Where normally in a complex of some sort, you guys have a room that you can use. You should look into that. And if you have a friend who lives in a community like that, you should look into saying, can you rent that room for me? Can you write your name down on the thing? Can I use your room? You need to start looking at ways for you to do things outside of your home, because you don't want strangers coming into your home. I ain't for one for strangers coming into my home. I'm really not. Solange, those lipsticks are hard to take off. Not really. If you just take, like, you know what I normally do though? I normally what am I trying to say? I take off my makeup with, I have a facial cleanser in there that kind of takes makeup off, dissolves it. But I also go over everything with micellar water. The micellar water that has the oil in it. I use that. There's something sticking me there. I use that. Sorry guys, something's sticking me. There we go. Yeah, I use the micellar water for with the oil in it and comes right off. Sometimes the stain, the color might stay, but most of it will come off. Here in my country, we call them lipsticks for kids. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, why not? All right, now I see you, Ark. You go ahead. New York Fashion Week, here you come. Go ahead. Oh, inside out. I can't wait to get Sonia Uselli's water balm and water oil. Yeah, those are beautiful products. Um, I swear, I know I've said to y'all, I'm coming back with some videos. I am coming back with videos. I'm just a little busy. But I am coming back with videos, and I'm going to showcase Mr. Rashad's moisturizer and stuff, and I'm going to showcase Sonia's stuff as well, because they're two very different to me. I find that Rashad, I feel like yours is more what's the word? I feel like yours is more emollient. It's like again, Sonia's her water bomb is very light. It's refreshing, but yours is just more luxurious. Even though hers is beautiful too, it's a different feel. One is much lighter than the other. When I use Sonia's, I have to put on what I feel, and I'm oily, but maybe it's because I'm dehydrated. I just feel like I really need a lot of that to kind of get my skin to kind of like breathe again. Whereas I just feel like yours with the serum, and I put it on and I'm just like, oh, it depends. Everybody has their preference. Oh, ding dong, darling. Yes, Rachel. Yes. That is so funny. Ding dong, darling. Ania, here in Albuquerque, we have flea markets in the weekends. I'm going to set up a table and pass out my cards and do makeup. I will charge a small fee and have a tip jar. You say laugh out loud. I'm not laughing. I think that's a great idea. Please make your booth beautiful. Whatever you can do, make it beautiful. Remember, just because it's a practice session does not mean that you should. I'm looking for something. I got gum in my mouth, and I know I shouldn't be talking to y'all with gum in my mouth. Okay, now I can talk. Just because it's a practice session, if you're going to do that, I want you to do it. Like, I want it to be beautiful. You get what I'm saying? I want people to kind of walk by your spot and go like, oh, well, what the hell is this? And you're going to say, why don't y'all come on in here? It's free. Come on in here. There's a tip jar if you want to tip me, whatever you want to tip me. Make it look beautiful, though. I want you to think about that. Just because I say do something for free does not mean your stuff should be shabby. By no means. Remember, you are a business and you're going to try to get business from people. That was a perfect idea. I'm serious. I want you to do it up. I want to see a booth that's like, what? That's what I want to see. I want your business cards out. I want you to do it up, honey. If you're going to do that, I want you to do it up. I want people to be walking by your booth just like, damn. That's what I want. Oh, you guys have community centers too? Okay. I just thought that was in the hood. Okay, I don't know. We don't call it I moved upstate, so we don't call it a community center. It's called something else. So I was like, oh, okay. Okay, so in the state of Ohio, I know that they're implementing that paid services be done by licensed professionals at makeup counters. Yes, I believe will go into effect June 2020. I believe that too. Yeah, I believe that too. And quite frankly, that's the way I think it should have been the whole time. It's like you have people who don't know what they're doing putting makeup on people. It's just not cool. Like people walking out looking like fools. Yes, they should be licensed. Rachel, I love micellar water too. Sylvia, I just started working on a television show. Oh, that's right. How can I? Congratulations. She announced that last week, I believe, right? So congratulations, sweetheart. Okay, so I just started working on a television. How can I increase my confidence to do makeup on the woman host? Sometimes it can be really bossy. How can I get around the situation and not be insecure? Let me be freaking straight up with you. Me too, Sylvia. I started working on a TV show too. And and they have lots of anchors. It's like a news show, right? Let me tell you something right here. It's just a different animal altogether. So let me tell you what the difference is between those types of people and a model. Models, they do what you want. They do what you say. These people have a look that is their own. So as much as you think they're jacked up, you cannot go and change it. So you're gonna have to kind of learn their style of makeup. You have to learn their style of makeup, but you also have to be somewhat assertive with them. I've watched people do really bad makeup, but were very assertive with these people. See, I'm different. I'm different. I'm very accommodating. I want to know what it is that you want. I will ask them. I will say, "Oh, okay. So what lipstick color do you want?" And they'll go, "I don't know." And I'm like, "Oh, well, okay." It's just it's a different animal. Like I said, I'm very accommodating, and I've noticed that my peers are not accommodating, and they get their job done a lot faster. Because I'm new and I'm learning new things and I have to take my time, and I'm like, I don't even know how this works, and oh, this is terrible, oh, this is pretty, or like you don't know how things go, and like people, anchors and stuff, have their own kind of way that they want to look. And as much as I want to go in and change some stuff, to me personally, I feel like I can't. But when I watch my counterparts, they don't even listen to them. They just they don't listen. They just go in and go boom, 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 and out the door these people go. So I'm in the middle. I'm with you there, honey. I'm very accommodating. I want to know what it is they like. I'm trying to understand what they like. I'm trying to get all into the psyche of what they like. And I've learned that it don't matter. Just do it. So if they like, they'll tell you what they don't like, basically. They will tell you what they don't like. And if you're doing something they don't like, they will just simply tell you. Nah, I don't like that. It's not the way I want my lips. It's not the way I want my eyes. They will tell you. But for the most part, sometimes I think this is between me, you, and the rest of the rest of society. Sometimes always asking, because that's what I would do. Is, I'm a newbie. I'm trying to find out what you like. So let me ask you these questions. I've noticed that when you ask too many questions, they don't like it. They want you to just come in and do what you want. Do what is prescribed. There's a roadmap. Do the roadmap. Don't try to veer off the road. So if they're doing something that you don't like, that's what's going to happen. Is something you don't like. You're going to have to get used to doing things you don't like. I'm getting used to doing things I don't like on this show all the time. All the time. Some of the stuff is really cool. I'm learning a lot and I really appreciate it. But some of the stuff is like, what the fuck? So you're gonna have to do things you don't like to certain people. Life will go on for all of us involved. So remember, it's not about you, it's about the host. And if they want to look jacked up, they will look jacked up. Then you just let them go. Paula, hello, Paula. Rachel said my book will help you. Yes, it will. Assisting Rules at assistingrules.com. And again, I'm a bad salesperson because it's not out here. Again, you see the backdrop here. I'm still in the living room because I'm too lazy to move to the back. I'm almost finished cleaning up that room. I'm trying to see if I have my book out here. I don't. But it's Assisting Rules at assistingrules.com. It's all about how to become an assistant to hair, makeup, people in beauty, fashion, and print. But people tell me it's a roadmap to a career. It's a roadmap to a lot of things. I should have just said it's a roadmap instead of what I said. But it is the ultimate guide to assisting makeup artists and hairstylists in beauty, fashion, and print. Pick it up at assistingrules.com. There you go. Yes, Solange. She says it right. TV anchors have their style and they don't want to change it, even if it fits them better. You have to also, Sylvia, you have to let them to get to know you. Let them get to know you. Like, don't go in there and start changing stuff. Let them know you first, okay? And then down the line, you can say, hey, would hey, whatever, would you like to, I have this lipstick, can we try that? Or have you ever tried to change your look this way. And remember, don't do something like that before they walk onto the air. Do it maybe on a side. Do it maybe when you see them in the hallway. Oh, I have an idea for you for your makeup. I'd love to show you, that kind of thing. But not like while you're sitting in the chair, because it's going to frustrate them, and they don't want to be frustrated. They don't want to read. They're constantly reading and looking down. Just do what it is they want of you to do. That's all. You can slowly change people, but just do it as what they want you to do. Even if they look stupid, just do what they want you to do. I'm looking for something. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Recreational centers now. Thank you. I think that's what mine is called, Camille. Thank you. I think mine is a recreational thing down there. I think you're right. I have to remember what it's called. I am always asking what they want before starting. I do too, Solange. I normally ask too. Um, that's about all I ask is like, what do you want? Like, is like anything that you want? Is there anything special that you want today? You know, like sometimes I'll say, oh, I want a red lip, or I want this, or something like that. Oh yeah, I've had that, Rashad, the skin guy. He said, I had a client tell me, don't ask me what I like. That's what I came to you. That's what I came to you for. Tell me what's best. Yes, I have people do that. When you're trying to be accommodating, listen, when people do that to me, when I say, is there anything that you want? And they do that. And I've had many people do that to me. I go, oh, okay, no problem. Sit back and sit back because it's coming. That's what I do. I'm like, oh, okay. Then sit back. But I'm very accommodating. I like to be a team player, but a lot of times these people don't want to be team players with you. They want you just to do it. A lot of times they want you to do it, shut the up, out, you know what I mean? So they can get to set. You know what I mean? That's basically what it is. And they're constantly looking down like this, and I'm like, could you please look up? Oh, I hate that. Ania, thank you. I will make my booth look inviting. I will also take pictures for you to view. I want to see it, make it look beautiful. Go to Pinterest and type in like beauty booths or oh crap, what is it? Oh crap, I forgot the name of it. Not shows. It's like a show booth. Like look those things up. You would be amazed what you see on there for those types of booths. Whatever you can do that doesn't cost a lot of money. Whatever you can do that is kind of inexpensive for you to do. I would say it's going to make you look more and more and more professional as the day goes by, which means you'll get more and more people. Don't forget handouts. Don't forget just business cards. You might want to have like a. Do I have anything over here? You might want to have like a flyer. Um, Crap. You might want to have a flyer. I thought I had a flyer, not a flyer, not a flyer. Like a comp card that you hand out. All right, next week I'll show you what a comp card is because I don't have any here. But you might want to do comp cards. You might want to do like really nice handouts. All of that is important. You're going to do it. I know you're going to do it, Aina. I know you're going to do it. I'm reading. So Marilyn says, hi, Marilyn. Women over the age of 40 have the money to pay rates with no haggling, which is why makeup artists should use mature models as well as younger. I mean, okay. There's some broke ass 40-year-olds out there, but okay. Um, I think probably the 40-year-olds would be more 40, 50, 60, whatever, be more amenable to you practicing on them because they'll just be flattered that you asked them. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. How's Marty? I'm so late. Oh my God. Yeah, already. I love it when people leave it. Just leave me alone. But like I said, when you're new, you always are asking, like, what is your preference? I mean, that's just a normal makeup artist question. What is your preference? But some people like, listen, I ain't come here for that. You supposed to do this. I'm like, okay, then I'll do what I want. Maria Jones, I thought a thought just came to mind. Okay. Do you remember Revlon's polished amber's lipstick? No, I don't. I would have to look that up. African violet. That sounds pretty. Sunday Night Crew. Did you ever open your Amazon store? Why would you ask me such a question, House of Marty? Of course not. I have been like a running crazy woman. And I said, I opened up the thing, House of Marty. I was like, oh, let me do that today. And then all of a sudden, like 4 forms popped up. I said, shit. I'm so behind. I'm so behind on life. I can't even deal with it. I am a horrible look. I don't have my book out here. I'm a horrible person when it comes to stuff like this. I know that's what I say. Dang it. That's what I say all the time to myself. Oh, help me, Jesus. Rachel, I learned to do makeup. I learned to do my makeup by watching influencers, but now I'm trying to deprogram. I'm trying to deprogram myself to do makeup like pro makeup artists, which is totally different. It is totally different, Rachel. It's completely different. 100. Believe me when I tell you, what you see here is not what pro makeup artists do by far. The only time that what you see on here on the U and the tube is something that drag people do. That's drag makeup that's happening. If you're working on a man, that's perfect makeup to do. If you're working on a woman, don't do it. But if you're working on a man, sure, everything that you see with all the triangle and all this and the baking and all that stuff, yes, if you're working on a man, it's perfect. If you're working on a woman, don't you do that. Don't even think about doing that. Can't do that. Can't do it. Can't do it. Some more. I had a client during Carnival time in Trinidad. She told me I could do whatever I like. I asked if she had a favorite color. She looked at me and said, I just told you could do whatever you like. This is what I'm saying. Yes, House of Marty. Dang it. I will get to it. I swear. I swear. You know what happened, House of Marty? You know what happened? I got that flu. It kicked my ass for 2 weeks. I was in bed for 2 weeks and it threw me off completely. So, yeah, I've been thrown off. I'm just like mad off. And I got to get back on because I got to get back on schedule. It's my fault. Thank you for reminding me. I appreciate it. In fact, when I get off tonight, I'm going to turn on the stupid Grammys. It's full of crap, and we all know it's full of crap, but I'm going to watch it. And I'm going to fill out the paperwork while I sit here. Okay, House of Marty, I promise I will do so. I'm going to do it tonight. You could check with me next week. And I'm going to do it tonight. I promise. Karen is on here. Karen, what is Karen? Oh, I don't have it. I don't have it on. Karen Alvarez is my little sister. And I love her. But she also has a really cool, I don't have anything that I bought from her. She has a really cool jewelry place you can get nice, inexpensive, but really nice jewelry. A lot of times you guys ask me about earrings and stuff. And a lot of times it may come from her. You need to type in your store spark. I can't remember the name of it. If you can type it in, that would be fantastic. That way people can see and tune into your show when you are here. Some more. I was shocked because her friends had a preference and told me. I know what you're talking about. Pro makeup artist better. Rachel says, I actually prefer pro makeup artistry better than social media makeup artistry. Well, you know what, Rachel? So do I. So we're in the same boat, my dear. I kind of like what I do much better. Okay. Harati, do you ever give the client what they want, but in your style or in a more clean, professional way? Yeah, sure, all the time. All the time. In fact, I do my style. Which is not very heavy-handed. I do it. I give them the mirror, or I turn them to the mirror, or they're looking in the mirror, and I say, okay, now, are you, if they turn around and they go, oh, right, then I know I did something right. But if they turn around and go, I'm like, is there something that you want? Is there something more? And they might say, oh, can I have a deeper lip? Can I do this? I'm like, sure, I don't care. I don't care what they want. I'll do whatever they ask me. But I don't do drag. And that's the whole point is like, if you come to me and you're expecting the beating of life, I'm not the one. And I keep trying to tell that to people. I am not the one for you. I mean, I literally had to turn down my little cousin for her wedding because I want, basically the point was is I wanted her to be happy that day. I didn't want to force my agenda down her throat, and I certainly did not want to lug my kid 4 or 5 hours out of my way to a wedding far off, you know, to do makeup that I'm not really comfortable in doing. You know what I mean? I just didn't want to do it. So I said to her, "Oh no, honey, I can't do your makeup for your wedding." I thought I could. I thought she wanted a specific look, right? Because she knows me. She knows the type of makeup I do. So when she asked me, to do her makeup, I said, sure, of course I would. Because when I see her in person, normally she looks beautiful. She does beautiful makeup. But when she showed me, she sent me a video. She sent me a video and she was like, "This is what I want." And I was just like, "Is this a joke?" Like, I was like, I mean, it was like a beating. And I was like, "Yeah, I don't do that, honey. That's not, I just want her to be happy." And I just didn't think she'd be happy unless she got the beating of life. And I was like, I just don't do that. So sometimes in our lives, we have to tell the client no. And sometimes in our lives, we have to say no, no, I'm not doing it. No, I'm not accepting the job. No, I'm not the right makeup artist for that job. Sometimes you are not the right one. A lot of times we get in trouble when we think we could do everything and anything. And when I'm special, I feel like I specialize in something. So if it's not my specialty, you get what I'm saying? I'm not doing it. I'm not a beator. I'm not. That's just not my thing. I don't even like the aesthetics of a beat. It's just not my thing. I'm not doing it. And so I've learned to turn down jobs based off of what it is. That's why you ask pointed questions to your clients to find out what it is they want. And once they bring up these beatings, these YouTube-esque Instagram type makeup to me, I go, "Oh, honey, that's not what I do. I don't do that." I said, "Did you go to my site? Did you look? Did you see?" That's what you have to do. But you have to have a conviction in what you do. You have to be able to tell people, "I don't do that." And there's no bending me to do it. There's no bending me. I'm not going to bend. I used to bend and say I would do, "Oh my God, okay, okay, I do it." And I'd stand there and be miserable, or I stand there and do it. And I'm like, "Oh, no, no. There's no more of that. There's just no more of that." Let me see. Whoa. I missed so much because I was having a rant. That was from Arati. Hard and sour. Everybody has these names that make me go. Does sanitizing makeup end up using up a lot of product, especially since you have to? Okay, so I think you're just sanitizing makeup. When you sanitize makeup, I'm going to paraphrase. Are you wasting a lot of product? I wouldn't say you're wasting a lot of product. I mean, it depends on how you do it. Like some people say, then like when you use lipstick, right? Some people literally tell you, I don't have a lipstick to show you. But some people will say, like, when you get the lipstick and you turn it and you're supposed to cut it off. Oh man, please. I'm not doing all that. No. No. So yes, at that point, yes, you would be wasting a lot of makeup. If you practice really good sanitation, then you wouldn't have to waste a lot of makeup. If you were to take, see, I'm not sitting in my office, I'm sitting in the living room. But if you were to take makeup and put it in and compartmentalize your makeup, like putting in palettes and stuff, and you use a spatula to take it out, then you don't have to worry about all that cross contamination stuff that they're talking about. It's for people who use lipsticks and stuff like that. So once you set yourself up like a pro, then a lot of that sanitation stuff that you see they're talking about all the time, then you're not going to be wasting your makeup. I know what you mean. I've seen people how they clean their makeup and blah blah blah. Oh Jesus, yes, I've seen that, and I just sit back and go, what the, yeah. I agree. Yes, I do agree. It's a waste. You're wasting your makeup. Learn how to you can sanitize in so many different ways. You don't have to sanitize in one way only. Okay. Don't get me started on that sanitation thing. Camille, yes, the triangles make your face more prominent and chiseled. Yes, like a drag queen. Like a drag. The palm trees and the drawers they do on the face. Yes, all of that. You cannot do makeup like you see on YouTube. You bring that YouTube crap to a real set, you will not work again. I promise you. I promise you. I'm not joking. Do not do this stuff on trying to be a makeup artist. Do not do it. Have you tried the new product of Cinema Secrets? No, I have not gotten my hands on Cinema Secrets in a while. I use my own stuff. I mean, I have my own ways of cleaning my own stuff. Um, there's a oh, guys, you have to remind me. I'm going to put it down in the community board. Remind me of sanitation products. I got one a while ago at one of the shows, and I cannot remember the name of it, but I was cleaning up my office and I saw it and I was like, oh, I wanted to talk about this. So, oh God, it scared me. So make sure to remind me in the community board that next week I'm supposed to talk about sanitation. Okay, so what time is it? What time is it? All right, so we're gonna get off this popsicle stand tonight because it's Grammy night, and I actually have other things to do other than Grammy. But as I just promised House of Marty, I apparently have to fill out a lot of forms tonight to get that damn store running. So I will do that as well. I promise. I promise. I promise. And I will shag, as my volleyball teacher told me years ago in high school, shag your ass, DeShawn, which means get it moving. I'm going to shag my ass and get the paperwork filled out and start doing the stuff I'm supposed to do. She's been a little, a little lax. So I will be better at it. Oh, y'all had a lot of stuff to say. Oh crap, I missed it. Lala Galore, didn't see you, Lala Galore. Hi, honey. Hey, Raphael. Every time you feel guilty, you give your power away. Say it inside out. Oh, Karen, you should have put your name down now. Oh, nope, she's gone. So anyway, people, Sunday, 7 next week. Okay, so I will have stuff for you, but in the community board, I'm going to put up the stuff about Vanessa Eveline in the community board this week as well, and I will put up something else. But I hope I answered the question as to why we use super clean people and why you shouldn't, and so on and so forth. I love you guys. This is so much fun. Thank you for keeping me company on Sundays. This is fun because I could be talking to the air. So thank you very much for coming by. Remember, if you like this video, give me a like. If you haven't subscribed as of yet, subscribe. If you whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So have fun at the Grammys. I'm going to turn it on, but I have paperwork to fill out. Okay. Good night, beautiful people. I'll see you next week. Bye.